Today's thought is there is no greater wealth in this world than peace of mind. Good morning students, welcome back. This video is for the students of class 8, subject English. Students, today in this video, we are going to revise our chapter number 6 and poem number 6 of Honeydew book in form of summary. Or we can say this is my summary lecture number 1. Students, today in this video we shall revise our poem number 6, that is The Duck and the Kangaroo, which is written by Edward Lear, and our chapter number 6, that is This is Jody's Phone, which is written by Marjorie Kennan Rowlings. Basically in this video we are not going to read the chapter and poem in detail because we have already discussed them in detail. So today we shall just have a review of the poem and chapter. After then we shall discuss the homework solution of the homework which was assigned to you in lecture number 1 of poem 6, that is The Duck and the Kangaroo. Students, first of all let us revise our poem number 6, that is The Duck and the Kangaroo. Students, before start reading the summary of the poem, first of all, let us see the introduction. The Duck and the Kangaroo is a poem written by famous poet Edward Lear. In the poem, the poet depicts the dialogues between a pond-bound duck and the kangaroo, who represents the duck's greatest chance at freedom. The duck persuades the kangaroo to take the duck around the world on its back. So now let us see the complete summary of the poem. In this poem, the duck tells the kangaroo that its life is bored in the nesty pond and it wants to visit the beautiful world beyond it. But it is unable to do so as it cannot hop like the kangaroo. The duck requests the kangaroo to allow it a ride on its back. It assures the kangaroo that it would not speak anything except quack. The kangaroo tells the duck to let it consider about this. Then the kangaroo tells the duck that its wet and cold feet can cause it rheumatiz. The duck sits on the rock and thinks about the solution of the problem. Then it buys 4 pairs of woolen socks and a cloak to make itself warm. It also assures the kangaroo that it would smoke cigar too. Eventually, the kangaroo accepts the request of the duck. It tells the duck to sit steady and quiet at the end of its tail. They hopped the whole world 3 times and both felt very happy. So, this was the summary of the poem. So now let us revise our chapter number 6, that is This is Jody's Phone, in form of summary. Students, first of all let us see the introduction of the chapter before start reading the summary. This is Jody's Phone is a chapter written by a famous writer, Marjorie Kennan Rowlings. In the chapter, Jody's father, Penny, was bitten by a rattlesnake. He quickly killed a doe. Then he used the doe's heart and liver to draw out the poison. Jody saw that the doe's baby, a little fawn, was left alone in the forest to starve. He then saved the left alone fawn and took care of it like a mother. So now let us see the complete summary of the chapter to know about what happened with the fawn. Jody talks to Penny. The thought of Fawn kept on haunting Jody's mind. He quietly went to his father's bedside. He asked him how he was feeling. Then he asked him to think about the Fawn. He asked him to permit him to bring the Fawn home. Jody wanted to raise him. Penny gives his permission. At first, Penny was in a dilemma. Jody argued that raising the Fawn would not be a burden. Fawn could drink Jody's milk until he started eating leaves and acorns. Jody also said that his family was responsible for the Fawn's plight. Penny agreed that it would be ungrateful to leave the Fawn to starve. So he gave Jody his permission. He asked him to tell his mother about it before going to bring the Fawn in. Jody talks to his mother. Jody came to the table and sat down very quietly. The mother was pouring coffee in the cups. She was taken aback when Jody talked of bringing the Fawn home. Seeing the mother reluctant, Jody told what his father had said. He said that Penny had said it would be ungrateful to leave the Fawn to starve in the jungle. Dr. Wilson and Mealwheel helped Jody. Before the mother could say anything, Dr. Wilson spoke. He told Jody's mother that nothing in the world comes quite free. He meant that they must pay some price for having taken the life of Doe. Here, the price was to raise the Fawn. Mealwheel chipped in. He offered to take Jody on his horse to the forest. The mother felt helpless. She only told Jody that he could give the Fawn his milk. She would not give him anything else to feed the Fawn. Jody goes with Mealwheel. Mealwheel mounted his horse. He set Jody behind him on the horse. Jody assured his mother, Ma Baxter, that he would be back before dinner. Now, Mealwheel asked Jody how he knew that the Fawn was male. Jody said that the spots on the Fawn were all in a line. This indicated that the Fawn was a male. Jody wants to be alone. Once in the forest, Jody wanted Mealwheel to go back. He wanted to be alone with the Fawn. There were two reasons. First, it was possible that Jody might not get the Fawn. The Fawn might have died or be not found. In that case, he would not like Mealwheel to see his disappointment. Secondly, if he met the Fawn, the meeting would be very lovely and secret. He would not like to share it with anyone else. Mealwheel is sent back. So Jody asked Mealwheel to go. He said that the scrub was too thick for the horse to get through. Mealwheel was, however, afraid to leave Jody alone. He said that Jody could be lost in the forest or got bitten by the snake too. Jody, however, said Mealwheel need not to worry. He would be careful, so Mealwheel went back. Jody finds the Fawn. After a while, Jody came to the carcass of the doe. The Fawn was not found nearby. He tried to look for the small hoof prints, but The night's rain had washed away all the tracks except those of cat and buzzards. Then there was some movement directly in front of him. Jody was overjoyed to see his phone. It was shaking, but it didn't try to rise or run. Jody picks the phone. Jody laid his hand on the phone's soft neck. He was very happy to feel it. Jody lifted the phone from the grass very softly. He feared that the sight of its mother's carcass might agitate the phone. So he avoided the clearing and went through the bushes. It was a difficult walk. He was carrying the phone in his arms. Jody brings the phone home. It was a long walk. He reached the trail. Then he came to the road that would take him home. Now he stopped to rest. He put the phone down. It bleated and looked at Jody. Jody was charmed. "I will carry you after I get my breath," he said. His father had told him that a phone would follow if it had first been carried. So he started slowly. The phone didn't move, so he came back to pick him. He went ahead carrying the phone in his arms. He could not go very far. He was too tired. This time, however, the phone followed him as he walked on. He followed it to walk a little. Then he picked it up again. He reached at the gate of his home carrying the phone in his arms. Jody carries phone to his father. At the gate, Jody had an idea. He would walk into his father's room with the phone after him. But at the steps, the phone would not come up. So Jody reached his father's bed with the phone in his arms. Jody showed his father the phone. The father was very glad or very happy that Jody had found what he wanted. Jody feeds the phone. Jody offered the milk to the phone. The milk was in the gourd. The phone couldn't or could not drink it. Then Jody dipped his fingers in the milk and thrust them into the phone's soft mouth. The phone drank the milk greedily. Then he lowered his fingers into the gourd. The phone drank from the gourd now. So they lived their life happily. So this was the summary of the chapter. Students, you have to complete your homework on the basis of the chapter and poem explained by me. And your homework is do assignment based on poem 6, that is the duck and the kangaroo, and chapter 6, that is This is Jody's Phone of Honeydew book. This assignment will be uploaded on EDUCAR website under homework column. Dear students, you have to complete this assignment in your English Fair notebook. Students, now in this video we shall discuss the homework solution of the homework which was assigned you in lecture number 1 of poem 6, that is the duck and the kangaroo. It is taken from Honeydew book. Students, as I have already explained you the poem in detail along with new word meanings. As I assigned you homework which was to be done by you on the basis of your understanding. And your homework was read poem 6, that is the duck and the kangaroo, and write word meanings mentioned in the video. Based on the understanding of the poem, write the answers of the questions which were given by me. Extra question number 1, 2, 3. So students, now let us discuss meanings of the words which were given you in the homework. Number 1 is nasty, means unpleasant or bad. Number 2 is worsted socks, means woolen socks. Number 3 is gracious, means kind and pleasant. Number 4 is rheumatiz, means refer to the disease of rheumatism, or we can say pain in joints. Number 5 is clog, means shrug. Number 6 is pale, means light in color or dull, or we can say that is white. So these were your word meanings. So now students, let us discuss the answers of the questions which were assigned you in the homework. Question number 1 is, why did the duck want to go out for the world tour? The answer of the question is, the duck wanted to see the world beyond its nesty pod. Question number 2 is, what objection did the kangaroo have? The answer of the question is, the kangaroo's objection was that the duck's webbed feet are wet and cold and it would give rheumatiz to the kangaroo. Question number 3 is, what was the condition put by the kangaroo on the duck? The answer of the question is, the condition was that the duck had to sit steady at the end of kangaroo's tail. So these were your questions and answers. Students, note the important informations. On Tuesday, solution of assignment will be uploaded on EduQuark website under homework solution column. On Wednesday, test will be conducted and uploaded on EduQuark website as well as on WhatsApp groups. No video lecture will be uploaded on Wednesday. So this is the end of the lecture. Students, if you like our videos, then click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.